beautiful sunset. Yeah. And I know, Netta, you really enjoyed seeing the sunset.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Well, now I'm going to do it for you right on our camera.
Yeah.
So see, working with us isn't so bad in the evenings for you. And even at home, if you can't quite squeeze your way out over toward a window, this is what it looks like out over toward the Bahia Resort. We're noticing still pretty blue skies out there. Really, or this is actually Torrey Pines rather, not really noticing any clouds in the sky because of all the sunshine. Temperatures are in fact going to stay fairly warm. Right now in La Jolla, we are noticing the sun starting to try to dip a little bit. Temperatures there about 61 degrees. You can see our winds a little gusty at times, up to around 16 miles per hour. I think it'll stay about 5 to 10 for tomorrow. The one exception out over toward the mountains in pockets. We could see some higher gusts up to 30, but not really widespread enough to cause for a wind advisory. Out over toward Point Loma, this is the view from there, looking at 61 degrees. Noticing your dew point around 50. That means it's a fairly comfortable air mass, not too dry, not too muggy. And out over toward Poway, 63, also dealing with ample sunshine in store for you. We're going to continue with beautiful skies as high pressure is really in control. Look what it's doing. It's really expanding, sending this jet stream far to the north and taking the cold front along with it right out over toward, looks like maybe to the north of Seattle, closer out over toward Vancouver. So we're all going to stay high and dry for a good chunk of the next few days along the west coast as high pressure really strengthens. It also allows temperatures to warm up close to about 5 to 15 degrees above average. They are forecast to peak Thursday and Friday. Here we go with your proof. Around 6 o'clock tonight, still dealing with the upper 50s for the coast, close to about 60 for inland areas. Now in the morning, clear skies really allow our temperatures to sort of cool, somewhat seasonal, on into the 40s for the coast, inland areas on into the low 40s, maybe even a few upper 30s out there. But then it is time to head to the coffee shop at 1 o'clock and order one of those blended coffees because you'll want to cool off with temperatures already. 71 in El Cajon, the same for you in Mira Mesa. I think the coast will also climb up to around the 70s. Fast forward this as we head on in through Wednesday now, and temperatures jump yet again. The lower 70s now reaching 73 degrees out over toward Poway. I do think the coastline is actually going to tick up closer out over toward the lower 70s. So we're going to see this trend of the heat staying with us all the way through Friday. A great spot to go is now out into the surf. Port of fair conditions though for you surfers with knee to waist high sets, but there is not any risk of rip currents, or at least not a high one. 7-day forecast for you. 70 degrees tomorrow, a chance of rain on Sunday. Inland area 75, climbing up to 77 Wednesday through Friday. Mountain communities 51 degrees. You peak Thursday into the 60s. The deserts into the low 70s, getting close to 80s by Friday. Let's look at your 7-day forecast. Jim, over to you.
Sabrina, thank you so much. And Jeff Isaac, lawyer in blue jeans, does join us today. Today's question, not so much about, well, I guess legalese and by definition, there you go, okay, but not so much a conflict here. From James, I've been following Americans going to Cuba in the news, and since you just returned, can you tell me what steps I need to take to travel to Cuba?
Things have changed. I started going from my radio show when I interviewed the guy that saved Elian Gonzalez, you know, that big issue we had in 2001, and I started going to Cuba at that time, finding out what was going on, and as a journalist I could do that legally, as you could as well. Now things a year ago have changed to the point that the U.S. relations have now changed to the point that we have an embassy there, and we are allowing people to go more frequently, but you can't go to be a tourist. You have to check a box saying you're a professional doing research, you're going for religious purposes, you're under some kind of control. There's about 8 or 10 categories that you can go under.
And that is still the case, even though we've had softening relations.
It's a general license. Before you needed a specific license for most issues where you had a piece of paper saying that now you check a box. As far as I know, nobody's necessarily checking you over there, but it is a lot different scenario.
You just recently went.
Just got back a couple days ago.
So what box then did you check?
Well, I had checked 2 of them because I really, as I'm on the air 5 days a week, so I could qualify under that media as well as a professional doing research because I am in the process of writing a book about it.
These are pictures you took on your trip?
Yeah, these are some of the pictures. There's so many different areas going on, and the changes that I've seen over the last year are that the old before last year, and we established relations with them. There were signs everywhere, anti-American signs, communist rules, and death to Americans. Now you don't see them anymore. They are now talking about tourism and how great our country is, but not about this hateful stuff and the communism.
Given that there was that signage for the times that you went, how safe did you feel?
Always safe. I always felt safe. I was followed the first couple times I was there because I was with radio and TV, and I don't know, they were a little paranoid, and it got me paranoid, but I was okay. I always feel safe there. The most that could happen is a small burglary, or if you leave something in the car. You can walk anywhere. Old Havana, some of these pictures depict that. It has all been super easy.
Would you say then there was disparity between what was, I guess, propaganda in terms of the death to America and the true sentiment of the people on the street?
Well, the disparity was the government. The government was all against, U.S. and all of that. But the people love Americans. People think we're their brothers. They embrace us. It is such a wonderful culture over there. They're just poverty-stricken, a lot due to the boycott, and I think good things are going to happen going forward for the Cuban people that are literally isolated in their island.
Very quickly, can anyone, you think, check the right box to qualify to go?
Well, anybody can go. You got to check the right box, but technically, legally speaking, you're not allowed to just go to the beach and hang out. You're supposed to go on some designated kinds of things, whether it be religious or people-to-people contact or architectural things like that. So I'm not going to tell anybody to violate the law. Check the box, but cross your T's and dot your I's.
Very interesting.
It is really
Yeah, appreciate it, Jim.
Okay.
Thank you. If you have a question for the Lawyer in Blue Jeans, well, you email him at lawyerinbluejeans@gmail.com.